recently I've really liked raccoons. I think I just keep seeing videos of them and I think they're really cute. Favourite Disney character? To be honest, I don't think I have one. Maybe Mulan or Mushu. Favourite board game? I really like Ludo, which I think a lot of Americans call Clue, and Werewolf. Favourite video game? I don't really play them as much as I used to, but my favourites would probably be Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I really like the Uncharted series, Heavy Rain, and The Sims. Favourite superhero? Probably have to be Spider-Man. And the last of the favourites is favourite holiday. Definitely Christmas, but I do really like Halloween as well. So the next question is, put your music on shuffle. What is the first song to come up? Okay. It is Fall Out Boy, 4th of July. What's a movie you can practically quote from start to finish? Probably She's the Man. I think that's probably the film that I have watched the most. Because when I was a kid, I think I watched it like 12 times in a couple of weeks. What Disney/cartoon character were you afraid of as a kid? I don't think I was afraid of many. Oh, I used to be petrified of the goblins from Noddy. The next one is, do you like reading? If so, what genre of books do you like? I do like reading, and my favourites are murder mysteries or thrillers, or to be honest, like anything with a twist. Am I a dog person or a cat person? I am both. I have cats at the minute, but I love dogs, so I have to say both. If you could choose to be one character from Harry Potter, who would you be? I don't know actually. I don't think I'd want to be anyone in Harry Potter. Didn't most of them like die or have something horrible happen to them? Maybe the cat, Crookshanks. Did anything bad happen to them? I don't know. If you could be any person for a day, who would you be and why? I can't think of anyone specifically, but I would probably pick someone that lives a completely different life to me. Like someone with a talent or like a cool job. I don't know. If you could have a career in anything, what would it be? I always wanted to be an architect or a teacher, so I think it would have to be one of them. What was the last TV show you watched? I think it was The Boys on Amazon. Last book you read? I have to go into my Goodreads because I actually don't know. It was The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. I'll read the synopsis. Erica Cass has a perfect family and a perfect life until the evening when two detectives show up at her front door. A high school girl has vanished from Erica's quiet suburban neighbourhood. The police suspect the worst, murder, and Erica's teenage son, Liam, was the last person to see the girl alive. Erica has always sensed something dark and disturbed in her seemingly perfect older child. She wants to believe he's innocent, but as the evidence mounts, she can't deny the truth. Liam may have done the unthinkable. Now she must ask herself, how far will she go to protect her son? I did actually like that, so